With Christmas almost upon us, today I'm putting together the ultimate homemade cozy platter. Festive and perfect for a Christmas movie night in. Let's make something delicious together. Here's everything I used, and I'll break this down in more detail as we go. First thing is to prepare our garlic and rosemary roast potatoes, as they need the longest time in the oven to get nice and crispy. I start by preheating a baking tray with a generous amount of goose fat, some whole garlic cloves and rosemary. Whilst that's simmering, we can start peeling and chopping our potatoes. Cautious not to overcook them, I boil them until they're nice and fluffy. Once done, we can remove the garlic and the rosemary from the goose fat and put this aside, as we'll use later to add some additional flavours to our roasties. I set a timer and flip the roast potatoes every 20 minutes or so, repeating this step until they're nice and golden brown. Once cooked, I'm going to combine the garlic and the rosemary from earlier with some olive oil. Give it a mix and pour all over our roast potatoes, as well as some sea salt and some roast potato seasoning for some extra flavour. This was actually the first time I've ever made roast potatoes, and I'm super happy with the results. These tasted incredible and they have a proper crunch to them. Now for the stuffed pigs in blankets, we can start by slicing some sausages lengthways from top to bottom. Add a smear of cranberry sauce and line some brie cheese all the way along. Now we can wrap the sausages tightly in some bacon. This was a first attempt, as you can see. This was quite finicky, but I'm slowly figuring out the technique as I go. The process really pays off in the end. Once done, we can put these in the oven to cook through. I couldn't believe just how good these looked, and they smelled delicious. I'm going to pop them to the side for now so we can move on to the next steps. Before moving on to our stuffed Yorkshire puddings, I'm going to put some camembert in the oven that we can use as a dip later on, and also prepare a simple but delicious homemade gravy, a recipe which I found online. I'll leave a link to the recipe in the description below. Now for our stuffed Yorkshire puddings, we're going to take some partially cooked pigs in blankets, dice them up, and then take some of the brie from earlier and chop it into small pieces. Then we can take our Yorkshire puddings. To keep it simple, I'm just using frozen ones. Smear some cranberry on the bottom. Then add your diced pigs in blankets, followed by some of the cheese. Then we're going to add some rosemary and sprinkle with sage. And there we go, they're good for the oven. Now we can combine everything. Considering this was a first attempt, I'm so happy with how the platter turned out. Everything looks and smells delicious. The only thing I would have done differently next time is use a different cheese that melts better on the Yorkshire puddings, but they still tasted amazing. The potatoes are crispy and full of garlic flavour. The stuffed pigs in blankets with the camembert cheese was an amazing combination. The perfect platter for a movie night in. Though time consuming, I had a lot of fun making this video. Thank you for watching.